But when it's time to get wild...
Well, no. It's going to be the fact of once he gets out of the simulation, he's going to want to experience the real.
True. But the other thing I wanted to point out
So there will be moments where he's manic as shit just having
yeah. But something to consider is that I would also think that Kagero and Harkonnen would also raise him to have such a type of morality that he could accept it as a simulation, but he's still not going to lose his mind. Honestly, killing and raping everybody.
His sense of morality is, I'm taking this from a game I love. It's a game franchise, Diablo 3.
Ah! I have that.
If you ever played the Necromancer class through the story and paid attention to how he's...
Wait, do I have Diablo 3? I know I have Dungeon Siege 2. No, I have Dungeon Siege 3. I don't think I have Diablo. Oh, shit. My bad.
But no, Diablo 3, the Necromancer, which I loved how they... And the developers did it. It's a big conversation for me. I don't want to get into it right
now. We'll do that in our episodes.
But the Necromancer throughout this whole thing, and I love the fact that they gave it character dialogue. Just fucking love it.
Mm.
And the character is always going on about the balance. And you're like, okay, he's a Necromancer. Why is he talking about the balance? He brings shit back to life. But as you play through it, it's the balance of life and death.
I was going to point that out. I actually prefer that kind of Necromancer amongst other people.
They're both arcane and divine in how they view it. All this power is killing shit and ruining the fucking life and death balance. I've got to fucking put it down.
And there is a balance in the respective life and the respective death, or figuring out death through the respective life. I'm not going to lie. I originally came across that concept through this webcomic. That one with the Oracle or whatever. I haven't read it in years because it was good. It was good as hell. Yeah, just look it fucking up. I'll just edit it in. Oh, I thought you would... Oh, my bad. Where did I put my phone anyway? Did I turn that motherfucker off? Oh, shit. I have my phone somewhere.
I don't know. My phone's kind of...
Yeah, it's alright.
I don't want to have to fight with getting on.
It was like Dominic Dugan, Snoogans. I don't know. Oh, my phone! Oh my god!
Shit, Rick.
Retarded as fuck. So, there's my phone. So, where's my phone? Oh my god! Yeah. Heart with me. You can heart with me. Yeah, good job. Fucking A. So,
that shit Kagero pulls on people all the time. Come on, shake my hand. No. Actually, no. He'd do that. Be like, no, you don't have enough money.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that. Also, his morality was purely gold. But I love. Actually, that was part of his faith tables. I always liked was that you had to have a certain amount of gold.
No, you had to spend money to invoke his favor. Yeah.
And it was the only. It was the only faith table that had that. It was such a great mechanic.
And literally, the only character who had NPC. Anything that had the money to just deliberately throw away for favor was GSG.
Yeah, but GSG was great. Everybody loved that character. That's why I had to bring him over into the Generalist. He was great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So the kid. Let's go back to Darius. Darius Dogma. Dare me. So he hits the age of 18. His parents tell him the truth of what's going on. He reveals that he knows. They tell him everything they can, and then the simulation breaks down, and he has to. Oh, let's throw a little Indiana Jones in this shit. He has to not prove himself, but the rite of passage is you're going to have to leave this planet and survive and go find real reality. What? Sorry. You're strong enough. We've measured you. You're strong enough. You're going to have to figure out a way.
You're strong enough. You don't know it yet.
Yeah.
You have potential.
Time to realize it in the next 10 minutes. Well, half an hour.
He would give him a business-like briefing of what's going on.
Okay.
He wouldn't just fucking, you're a grown-up, get the fuck out.
Now, here's the other question.
He would give him enough information that he knew what was going on.
The kid's 18, and he's a official necromancer?
The class is, it's from a splat book called Heroes of Horror.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the Dread Necromancer. They are straight up a necromancer. But the thing is, their spell progression is sorcerer.
And let's not forget that this kid also has the powers of life and death within him.
Yeah.
So with that stated, he should be able to at least
no. Their spell list draws from cleric and wizard.
Even better. Then actually,
that's actually why I picked that class.
So he should be able to, though, through his either faith or magic, should be able to figure out or find the door to leave. It's kind of like the Fallout simulation, Fallout 3. He should be able to find the fucking door on his own then, by the age of 18, which is why they waited for that. So it gives him the chance to get used to it and then they'll tell him the truth.
Granted, he's not going to really have a specific deity, but he will. I'm going to run him with those faith tables.
Don't forget, I do have the life and death faith tables now. That'll be porting over from
That's the faith table he's going to run off of. But
now, mind you, they will not be Durga and Dakra. That's a completely different story. For this, it's just the same faith table.
No. For him, he's going. If those two do, come to him and be like, "Why aren't you worshiping us?" He'd be like,
I didn't
You're
know
not
you.
my god. I have no god. I have the balance. And that'll be a riddle unto themselves. To them, in my opinion, that'll probably stump them.
Well, no. The other thing to consider is that
give them cause to watch how he sees his fate.
But I was also thinking role playing again, and this is the Generalist, where there are so many gods. He can literally pick and choose what he wants, got to life and death, whatever.
Oh no, he's literally going to view things as you want me to follow you? Why?
Are you sure about this?
Why?
Okay.
And that's where the a big bit of Kegro is going to be out. What can you offer me that life itself hasn't already given me?
Word. So we're porting this kid over to the Generalist.
But there will be things that Kegro won't lie to him about who his mother is.
Yeah.
But he will also explain that he can't broadcast this.
Considering who his parents are, we can't reveal this part, but considering literally we can't reveal the full thing of Kegro and Harkonnen Craze, but they both sync very well considering what they're about. So knowledge, amongst other things. So this kid is now in Neo Los Angeles. He's got like a small bag of gold that actually came through with him, whatever. And his first, I would think that from there, his very first mission, if this was whatever, his very first thing is to find GSG. And the worst part about it is the dimensional gate that he crossed over that connects that tertiary pocket dimension to Neo LA, not Neo Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
Chow's. And even worse. Okay, never mind.
Here, my hand hit it.
Oh,
so that was. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna cock up your die and let you keep the roll.
Not only is it at Chow's, but he does come across the shop arguing with Chow out in his fucking in front of his shop. So that's gonna be a fun thing. We'll just go from there. So this kid is now been thrown into this world of the Generalist, and I'll go from there. I'll take care of him, and I'll take care of him. Hey, shake. I'll take care of him. Dude, I was like the fucking, you son of a bitch. Do the bro hammer. Oh! Yeah. So I'll take care of him. We'll run him with that. I'll run it by you every now and then as far as, because, you're his daddy too. He has two daddies. You were the mommy though. And technically, no. Kegro is yours. If Harkonnen's mine, that means I'm the mommy. Fuck. Whatever, I'm good. Not the mama. I'm good. I would make a good mom. I would be like those fucks from Doctor Who. Give the baby unto me. I produce a quantity of lactic fluid. He'd
I'm
off
genetically
something.
engineered to produce lactic fluid for an infant.
That's good shit. But
oh, if I could only remember it, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Groovy, man. So this actually shows y'all how I can actually incorporate and collab with other people and using their stuff for my work. Get at me if you got a great multiverse and you want to see your character represented in the Generalist. Now, with that stated, this character isn't going to be something I'm going to put in the 4 just yet. My guys are still going through the Angel arc, and then there's the Bone arc, and then there's the... I have like 2 arcs already established, but I know exactly where I can throw this kid in, and he possibly may have a full book dedicated to him. So I like the character, I like the concept, and I want to fuck with Kegro more. And Kegro would, I'm sorry, but considering that... Now, here's the other thing. I'm not saying Kegro is weaker in Neo Los Angeles. But
he has a different power base.
He's an alien outsider. So, I'm sorry, but with all the Pantheons up and running...
Oh, no. I'm not going to argue. His power base is in Tokyo.
Hell, his power base in Los Angeles is just GSG. He's the only one who worships him. Unlike in Neo Tokyo, where he does have his cult. But with that stated, if he wanted to get this kid away from not only people who would use him as a bargaining chip or a hostage, people who would use him, or even Tiamat seeking him out. I mean, Debbie seeking him out.
His grandma.
Mom!
No, we're not going
now, here's a fucked up thing. I do have plans to have Debbie involved with... I don't know why Debbie, okay, whatever, we'll work with it later. What if that, like, becomes her official name? Like, Deborah the... Deborah the
that's
Destroyer.
her disguise name.
No, it's only racist if I said Stacy.
Felicia, destroyer of worlds.
Oh my
God! Felicia!
Exactly!
She shows up and everybody goes, bye, Felicia!
I actually kind of like the idea of an uprising in Neo Los Angeles, and that's when Kagero gets more involved. That's when GSG comes to the boys. That's when Darius is revealed, and Darius is just like, hi.
Hi, I'm Darius.
Dare me to do something. Why?
I dare you. Why?
You heard him, boss? Dare him something. Hey, I dare you to stand on your head. Fucking Dash. What? Being a necromancer, though, how physical would this kid be, though?
I've already rolled up his stats.
Yeah.
Not very. Strength 10. He's all...
That's actually average.
He's got a good... he's literally bob and weave,
Bob and weave,
once he gets high enough in-game level, he's going to have the necromancy. Like, if you get close to him, like, one of the first things, he gets an ability called Eternal Touch. It's negative energy bitch slap.
Damn.
Like, he goes... And later, he ends up getting a negative energy burst that also heals him because of his class.
Jesus.
Like, that's not until, like, level 7 or 10, though.
Mm.
But he ends up getting natural DR from his class.
Damn.
It's incremental. Like, dude, he gets the first one at level 2, and he doesn't get it again until 5 levels later.
I wanted to ask, instead of Dread Necromancer, why don't we call it... I'm not saying homebrew it, but for publishing purposes... What do we call it? Necromongrel.
Well, honestly...
I saw it small.
I like the name, but Necromonger also...
We can't know Necromongrel.
Okay, but no.
But yeah, Necromonger.
There were things I wanted to change about the cap of the class.
Yeah?
Like, in this class, it caps out at Lichdom. And they're, like, the last 2 levels, the last 2... level 19, you get, automatically get Phylactery. So
the soulstone thing.
Yeah.
Phylactery.
So when you hit 20, you automatically get Lichdom without needing to create a Phylactery.
Fucking God! Wait a minute.
I wanted to take those out and give it the balance spin of this class because they draw from Cleric and Necromancer. They draw necromancy spells from Cleric and Wizard.
And story-wise, once again, lore-wise, we do got to pay attention to the fact that he has both the power of life and death within him.
Yeah.
Both faith tables.
That's the Cleric spell. That's why I picked it, because of the Cleric spells from the spells drawn from the Cleric list.
Okay. Yeah. So, question.
So it's all mechanic shit we can work on later.
Although I do want to point out, I do want to see something. Yeah, so he's got like 100 gold coins. He's got like roughly, well, not 100 gold coins, but he's got roughly like $10,000 worth of credits, Amerifed credits. Yeah. Whatever. I don't even remember the system. I think we do use Duck. No, I think
he actually, if anything, he would have given him a couple of gold coins that he could pawn off, and a note to GSG.
That's the other thing, is just what will he do? Because GSG isn't going to... how should I put this? You understand that both. Let's not forget the very story of GSG and Kagero, where Kagero was all about independence. That's where GSG was about. So same thing here. Even though he has a good starter, I mean, GSG isn't going to fund him for shit.
No.
He's going to help him for shit.
It's not really you need to give him this. It's I need you to tutel him in the working.
Tutel. Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. We can work with that. Yeah.
It's more of I need you to help educate him.
But it's also kind of a moot point since the very first people he comes across is Chow in the shop.
No. Neo LA.
No, that's what I'm saying. If the very first people he comes across is...
Well, I thought Chow Shop was only Tokyo.
No. Oh, no, I told you earlier. That's what I mentioned earlier. Chow is the only character thus far from Neo Tokyo...
That has no variant, that's right.
Exactly. No variant, no dimensional twin. He's just Chow. Because he's in a sense... Much like Quentin Gunna. Dorian Matsumoto does have a dimensional twin, but Odin does not. The head of Dorian Matsumoto has a fucking... So, that's a whole other story there.
What is his dimensional twin? The body of Dorian Matsumoto?
Possibly. And it swaps out it just swaps out... No, it would actually be...
No, the head stayed there, the body was there.
Either way. So, shit. So, Chow does not have a dimensional twin. So, Chow's shop, which exists in Neo Tokyo, there's also a second Chow shop in Neo LA. And in fact, in Taboo 3, Anger of the Angels, they actually legit bring Torakians from Neo Tokyo into Neo LA to do a thing. And it's through Chow's shop. Now, Chow's shop is even more of a stable... Chow's shop is an illegal stable dimensional point. Illegal dimensional point, mind you. Whereas the shop...
So he's a black market smuggling...
He's always been a black market.
No, for LA. More than he is in...
No, for that area. And honestly, remember, the shop is not good. They are not good people. The shop controls with an iron fist, no silk.
All right. This is just a question I have to ask.
What's up?
Just from personal involvement in these NPCs.
Yeah.
Arden, oh god, what did we name that family?
The
Andens.
What did we name them? There's like a name.
Oh,
I think we just called them the retards.
The Spuds.
Was it the Spud?
The Spud family.
Is it the Spuds?
Because they're potato heads.
Wait a minute. I think I have that on the wiki, and they're just like, and now what?
Now this, and then now what? Like, now what construction?
Yeah.
And then drive through.
Oh my god, where did I even put these fools? Do I
God.
have an NPC profiles? NPC profiles!
Let's see.
Old Blind Tenzin, I remember that fool. Do you remember Jeremy Irons?
No.
He was the one who was with that red mage guy from the Magi Corporation.
Jimmy Only.
He was cool. Yeah. Oh, Jimmy Only. The Team B.
Wait,
You guys beat up Team B so much. Where are they? I know I have them here. Pimp Kiwi Force 5. I don't remember those guys.
They were from the Pornomancer Guild.
Oh yeah, but you were Colonel Riffraff.
A little bit.
Oh, he was the shadowy guy. He was the one that ended up taking over that entire street during the
No, Colonel Riffraff was Alita CO before he
He was the German guy. He was the guy
that's
with the
right.
shadows. He's the one that destroyed Miss Lay's house twice.
Hellfire Michael.
Some of these characters will have to get. What we had one character called Pork Fat Turkey Slope or something like that.
Balthasar Kitty.
What? Oh no, that was the shot I shot. Melchior was the brick. Casper the Lost.
Did we really not fucking put them in here?
No, we did. They're here somewhere. I know for a fact. I mean, if I have the fucking Flesh Golem. He was a Flesh Golem, you asshole. No, so
yeah, but his base was a Greater Pit Fiend.
How many NPCs did I have? Holy shit. Oh my god! I don't think we have. They're not on here.
Oh my god!
That is so weird. Probably because we can never forget them.
We had the Now This, the newscaster.
Yeah.
The lady newscaster. Oh god, we had.
No. That was a brother. That was a guy.
Oh yeah.
No, there was Now This and what? Now Here. But there was the one that always got me the most. Okay,
Here
story
Now.
time.
She was the helicopter.
Here Now, yeah. Here is some story time for you. So at one point in time, one of the characters is hanging out with a pimp character, and the pimp character pissed off the spud that owned and ran a restaurant, one of the best fast food joints.
And
East. Yeah, it was and then. It was and then. No, or was it now? No, it was and then. It was and then. He was the first. He was the first one. So he wasn't the oldest, but he was the first one.
He was the first one we actually
managed to
develop.
So he ran the #1 fast food joint in East Neo Tokyo, and I remember this because it was
Great Burger.
Yeah, and this is where it gets crazy. So he pissed off the pimp so much that the pimp gets in his Cadillac. Don't ask. The pimp is an actual job in this thing. I have it written up, rules and everything. It's gonzo as shit. And so he gets in the Cadillac, bursts into the fast food joint, about to run over the Spud, when the Spud stomps on a fucking button, and a choo-choo train, a massive choo-choo train engine pops out of the ground. The Cadillac bursts into treats, right into the fucking thing, and no, but the Spud brother was so fucking greasy that the pieces of it went around him. It like reflected off his flesh, and at one point in time he ate a part of the car because it was so fucking dominant and so fucking extreme. It was so fucked up. It was such a fucking awesome moment.
Right.
He ate a piece of the car.
He was so pizza faced.
I know, he was so greasy and shit.
He was the epitome of greasy, pimple-faced teenager.
And the funny part is, the pimp that he pissed off was Greasy P. Martini. No, Sleazy. It was Greasy Sleazy Martini.
Yeah, Greasy
Sleazy something. He's on
Greasy Sleazy T. Martini.
Yeah! Because, we can't do the full name because, Guar. Much love to Guar, though. It is so bizarre that I just don't have... Or was it a pimp named Slickback? No, it might have been a pimp named Slickback, actually. Whatever.
We're gonna have to go through and reconfigure some of these names.
Well, I remember I gotta port everything over anyway, and Shredder Spike. Some of these I don't even remember. Rover, Alphonse, Rover, Kaiju, Kaiju, yeah, Caligula, Kali, Harley Girl, Suki Asamiya, daughter of the Emperor. No, there they are. Now what? Head of Now What Construction.
Yeah.
Retard strength times 4. For those of you who are all like, don't call them retards, I'd like to point out that these retards have a more fulfilled life than you. Don't start with me.
Yeah.
This guy.
Now what runs the prominent construction company of Neo Tokyo?
Remember the time he shit in somebody's car? Somebody pissed him off. He shit a girder in their fucking car. So.
Not on through.
Yeah, well, it was like through the sunroof. I thought, wasn't it?
No, it went through the car.
Yeah.
The sunroof was open. He just went. He squatted down and went, and a fucking girder like railgun into the asphalt through the car.
Railgun, fuck you, railgun. So there was head of Now What Construction, What Now, mentally impaired debutante stripper at the Tenchi Club. Say What broadcasting radio personality.
That's what now was the stripper, yeah.
Oh, it was and then, yeah, the nefarious manager of the Juke Joint Burger to Go. Who Dat, president of Who Dat Personnel. He was the temp agent guy. He was the one that owned the temp agency, and just, yeah. And like, didn't they get together and it was like this weird... We were just like screaming at each other.
No, they were having a family picnic and Stern rolled in and started shit with the unit and he stomped through their picnic and all of their retard and they all tard raged and all of and they all gained retard strength times 10.
Yeah, except now what? He only has
his went
up. 4.
His went up. All of
they had a fucking group synergy attack. That was a group synergy attack.
And we didn't even have fight Ballard Stern because
there it is, Sleazy Greasy Martinelli. Yeah,
Martinelli. That's right.
Yeah, Martinelli.
But
oh wow.
But we didn't even have to fight Ballard Stern because he kicked his own ass thanks to the
Yeah. Well, they kicked his ass. I think what you got confused also for was he when you guys first came across him at the docks, he ended up crit rolling and then for target himself. And that's I didn't think I would ever roll that, but I did right in front of you guys, and I'm like, oh shit, he knocks himself out.
that was a different incident at the docks.
There was a lot of incidents.
That was like one of the first incidents at the docks. One of the later ones was the family picnic.
That's when and also there was a time, then you guys destroyed the docks because you were in Herbert, Alita was in Herbert, the mech, and you fucking grenaded the fucking thing, so I had to roll each time, and like eventually you just destroyed the structural integrity of the fucking thing, and the whole docks, like you pissed off the entire dock workers union. It was great.
That was the
game.
And to get out of it, she signed a. That was
uses.
Make a good chicken out of this.
Oh yeah, and Bushwick and Fezzik. Those are those two characters.
Okay, this game has stuck with me so much. With my ADD, I will randomly at work just go beady beady bum bum. like nobody fucking understands it, and they look at me like I'm mental, and I'll just go beady beady bum bum.
Eventually, I will write the books and put them out, or book. I'm fairly certain it will be a book, if not 2. Seriously. I can easily fit the entirety of the thing just in my head. And I will have to get rid of any character that I cannot tie up loose ends in the second half once we get back to it.
Like I said, whenever you feel like doing like little side books, I'll come over and help you with like Kate Rose.